You may be surprised to hear, just like I was, that The Little Mermaid in 1989 was the last film to actually use the traditional ink and print process. This was digitized after that point through something called the CAPS system, and that's what I'm going to be talking about today. So CAPS, that stands for Computer Animated Production System, was developed by Pixar and paid for by Disney. For the software, it cost Disney $3.9 million, and 400,000 of that was upfront. And that wasn't taken into account all the hardware costs, which were a lot too. It took them 3 years and 42 weeks to develop, which by the way is 10 weeks less than another year. So what it basically did is it allowed Disney to scan in actual drawings that the animators did on paper and do the whole ink and print process actually on the computer. This helped to save costs because cell sheets weren't having to be used and they didn't have to bring in people to like paint on the back of them as well as ink directly on the cell sheets. It saved a lot of costs there. But it also allowed for some improvements to just how hand-drawn animation looked. So it allowed for things such as blended colours as well as transparent shading, which is basically where part of the gradient is transparent. And it also digitized the multiplane camera process, so that massive machine that I did a video about didn't have to be used after that point. And while CGI was sometimes used in Disney films before the CAP system was implemented, the CAP system made it a lot easier for CGI to be put into films. It was actually used for the first time to animate Mickey in the magical world of Disney titles that were shown on, I think it was NBC or something like that. And its first time use in a feature-length film was in The Little Mermaid, where it was just used for the end scene of it, just to kind of test it out. But for the film after that film, which was The Rescuers Down Under, it was used for all of the film, basically. There wasn't a single cell sheet used for that film. So yeah, using the system and the software made by Pixar, Disney was able to make the traditional animation process a lot easier as well as a lot cheaper, while giving the same results and even better results usually than just doing it on cell sheet. And that's because they are still relying on drawings that are drawn by animators. They're not made in the computer as such, they're just inked on the computer. And by the way, if you don't know what the ink and print process is, I made a video showing the whole cell animation process that will be linked up there. And there's also a really interesting document linked down in the description down below, which was the official document that Pixar made to say about the whole CAP system and say how their proposals working with Disney and stuff like that. And there's also a lot more specifics of the process in that document too. But yeah, as you probably know, Disney doesn't make 2D animated films anymore. The last ones they made were The Princess and the Frog as well as the Winnie the Pooh movie, and those didn't use the CAP system because in 2004 they actually dismantled it and got rid of it. I mean it's kind of pretty funny and sad at the same time. But yeah, at the time they blamed the failure of Home on the Range on the fact that it used 2D animation and not the fact that it was just a terrible film. So after that film, after they saw that it flopped, they assumed people just wanted 3D animation, so they got rid of everything in their 2D department. They kept like one 2D animation desk, but that was just used for like reference or something. It wasn't used to make any more films. When they made recent films like The Princess and the Frog as well as the Winnie the Pooh story, as I said, they used Toon Boom Harmony. They didn't use this system that would have been a lot better. Somebody just made a really stupid and bad decision back then. But yeah, on that low note, that's what the CAP system is, and that's why it's not around anymore. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this surprised you as much as I did. I did not know that they digitized the ink and print process all the way back from The Rescuers Down Under. Yeah, anyway, if you like this video, be sure to give it a like. Be sure to comment down below any thoughts on this and whatever. And be sure to subscribe to see more videos like this one, as well as movie reviews, as well as life and... Oh, that didn't even make sense as a sentence. As well as life tips, which is where I give life tips from different animated movies. So yeah, hope you all have a great day. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye.